Okay, so since yesterday I gave a general overview of the meaning of intention, and I covered some of the primary values that I'm actually focusing on right now. These values, you got to know, are going to be different for every one of us because we're all on different paths. For example, parenting vision is one of my values, but we all know that there are plenty of people out there that aren't parents and are not going to look at this as a value. Some people may not actually take time to focus on that life vision, which is looking at how you see your life in 5 years and 10 years in the future. It's just not a primary focus. The point of these values is that you can get as granular as you choose to be. You can decide the areas of your life that are important. It's not the number of categories that matter as much as it is the thought that goes into crafting the actual plans and actions that follow. So for myself, the spiritual and emotional life is one of the areas of my life that I would say is equally at the top of the value chain for me, right there with health and fitness. Since I believe that health and spirit are very much interwoven, I kind of hold those kind of hand in hand, right? So I'm going to break down what some of my general goals are as specifically as possible that I'm looking to aim for. But most importantly, it's the habits that I do to support the goal. So you can call that really the habits are the intention, right? That's what I'm putting through day in, day out. The goals are what I'm aiming for. So here are the couple of goals as far as spiritual and emotional life that I'm currently working on. So number one is doing what I'm doing right now, shooting a video a day for 365 days with some content about where I'm at in my journey. The second is going to be attending at least two weekend retreats during the year. One, I would like to do a silent retreat so I can really get grounded and spend that time reflecting inside. Each day from various spiritual texts, I like to share on Tuesdays and Thursdays something with an audience, whether that be just my team or on social media, something meaningful about what I'm reading. So that leads me into my actual habits, the routines, right? So the first one is going to be my morning reading for about 30 minutes. After that, I'm working on my journaling. Currently, I'm working on a power of affirmation journal, but I also will have a regular journal when I'm done with that. And that typically takes me about 20 minutes. And then the other habit that I'm doing is working on my daily video, which is important. Like when I'm working on this video, I was starting my planning last night at 8:30 until 9 p.m. That way I was prepared about what I want to talk about. And then once a week, I do my angel cards with Jen, and that's just both an opportunity for her and I to kind of get grounded on 3 words that we think are important to us to guide our week. And then 10 minutes of meditation in the morning, and then 10 minutes before I go to bed at night. But the most important routine is that journaling routine. I've been doing it for almost 17 years, and it's always helped me really get grounded and allows me to get a great perspective on my life. I typically read a few books that give me a well-rounded perspective on spiritual concepts. I try to stay open to all paths and see how they can apply to my life at that time. Many times I may see something that I feel is worth sharing, and I hope to bring inspiration. So after reading, I pick up my journal, I write down the top 5 things that come to my mind that I'm most grateful for. It may be something as insignificant as my fingernail. I'll do that for fun sometimes because the point is that sometimes I want to get general about what I'm grateful for. Sometimes I want to get specific. Whatever I write down, it's the conviction and the energy that I feel when I'm writing it down. Am I basking in that joy when I'm writing it down? Do I believe in that? So after that list, I'll typically write down what's going on in my life. Or if I'm facing some contrast in my life, I'll use writing as a platform where I can inquire where it's coming from, and I get to question the most important thing: where are these impulsive thoughts coming from? Because usually my first thought is wrong. Hate to admit it, but it's true. So the bottom line is journaling it's a powerful tool that many people of great wisdom have tapped into for personal growth. And I've watched that and tried to, follow that wisdom. So after this is complete, all this journaling, writing, and this routine, the spiritual routine, I'll go into a 10-minute guided or silent meditation. I just restarted this habit again. Every time I get into a groove with meditation, it slows down my mind and allows me to respond to life versus react. And that's a much better place to come from. So I just hope that, you get a little bit about what my routines are. And I'm going to ask you, what are your routines? Are they guiding you? Did you get something out of this that is work that you can feel like you would want to implement? So look forward to going into health and fitness tomorrow. Have a good one.